Well, I work with commercial clients, both flour mills and commercial grain elevators. So I am kind of the wheat guy of the company. So I focus on all the classes. So Illinois wheat is soft wheat. It's a small component of global production, but it's a component of the U.S. production. We grow hard wheat, soft wheat, white wheat, spring wheat, durum. So I have several clients that are soft wheat commercial elevators, but I have soft wheat flour millers too. So it's my job to provide them with market intelligence and ideas and recommendations on how to trade the markets.
For some reason, Illinois has suddenly become very interested in wheat.
Yeah, because it's the double crop. Because it's, especially in a year like here, if you had a decent soft wheat crop and you can double crop beans, it's a huge advantage versus simply growing corn or simply growing wheat, the ability to double crop soybeans behind soft wheat.
Is that the only reason, or is there some other little things that are trickling into the formula?
From my view, it's strictly revenue. Now, there might be some conservation things and some cover crop type things for me, but from my personal view, it's revenue for the farmer.
Okay. We've seen increased yield in the
Yeah.
last several years.
Yes, yes. It's farmers are doing a much better job of the agronomic side, applying a lot more fungicides. But you also got to remember, acreage has gone down, right?
Acreage has gone down,
But
but total production and yield has
right.
gone up.
So some of the ground that may have not been highly productive is not in production anymore. So you do get a kick in yield, but as you also take some of the minor or some of the not so good ground out of the production, yields do go up too.
We've got a firecracker wheat researcher at the University of Illinois who's really jacked up wheat yields.
Yeah, I think I've met her.
Jessica
Yeah,
Rikoski.
yeah, she works with a couple of the commercial grain elevators I work with. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. You think about how much money has flowed into the research on corn and beans versus wheat. It's very small. So anybody getting any kind of increased yield because of more research is excellent.
What do you foresee coming as far as the Illinois wheat industry? When you polish off your crystal ball, what do you see out there?
Well, that's interesting because 10 years ago I talked about wheat becoming a specialty crop. And what's the problem with specialty crops besides they're special? You can't hedge them. So do eventually we see wheat production in the U.S. decline to the point where the futures are no longer viable or hackable? Like we trade durum wheat. How you trade durum wheat? It's all flat price. How you trade soft white wheat off the P&W? It's all flat price. So you don't have any basis or futures components involved. So I continue to see wheat acres decline in the U.S., but I'll talk about it a little bit tonight. I don't have the numbers to talk about, but with the last couple of years, I've seen that floor of the offshore wheat production costs going up. So maybe in time, offshore wheat production costs go up enough where U.S. wheat becomes viable again. Now that's a push, but it might shift acreage around in like Russia or Ukraine or in the Balkans.
So farmers, in your view, if they want to make some more revenue and wheat is part of the formula, it really needs to be a double crop scenario.
Double crop beans right behind it, yeah. It's going to be an excellent year for it. I mean, wheat prices are low, but they had big yields. So the revenue structure side of the wheat should be pretty good. If they can get some decent yields on these double crop beans, bean prices are going to be cheap. But again, it's dollars per acre, right?